on with a big bang.
Uh-huh.
Everybody loves a big bang. Oh my God. What a night. I'm already drunk.
Yeah.
Welcome to Amigos After Dark. I am TJ. That's Fat 420. That is the Stain. Watch out for the poop knife.
Yeah, Steve looks like a guy who would like a stink pickle photo.
Dude, I'm like sitting here eating bar food.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, tonight was, as everybody knows, one of my favorite places here is Pootie.
I like Pootie.
And tonight was Pootie's Customer Appreciation Night. Free food, 2 free drinks, free music.
Ooh.
All right, great time.
Nice.
And I got to be around some friends and everything. I mean, it was just a great time. I broke away from the computer for a while and everything I've been writing. And just got to like unscrew my head for a minute.
Right.
And for those of you that don't know, I mean, when you're writing a novel, to give your eyes that break, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even reading books, it's like that. No, not comic books, Steve.
I don't know how to read.
That's what makes me the Smoker Mania 2025 champion, because I know how to read.
It don't make no difference in how I read.
You got to read the vape so that way you know if you're getting real weed.
I can read that. I can read THC percentage. I can read that.
Yeah, but hey, at least I know you wipe from front to back, not back to front when you take a poop.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Here we go. Wipe from front to back. You know, all right, look, I can see where with women it would make a difference on how they wipe. Because obviously they don't want to wipe back to front and then wind up with a really shitty badge.
True, right.
But with guys, why does it make a difference?
Would you want shitty balls?
Why are you wiping shit on your balls?
Because you're going from back to front.
Well,
Yeah, if you go back to front, but I mean, if you go back to front and then front to back and then back to front and then front to back,
you're still going to get poop residue on them and not realize it.
Oh, yeah.
Then you have a brown stain on a towel like Steve does.
No.
So what if you gooch blast
That's
regularly?
only if you shit your pants. You don't get the brown stain if you shit your
Yeah,
pants.
yeah, and you probably do that on the regular.
No, not regular. Because it's a big fucking mess. I clean my thing, I go shower. It's just pain in the ass to change my socks again.
You know how Steve admitted he likes to look at people's dongs? He probably helicopters in front of people.
Steve, your retort?
Oh, wait, he can't because he can't even reach it because he has to sit down to pee.
Oh, God.
Hey. You don't believe me, I don't ever hear women bitching because I don't put the seat up. I sit on the seat too, so if I don't put on the seat.
A few moments later, Steve gives us an answer.
But he makes a good point.
Exactly. Women always bitching. Put the seat up. Put the seat up. I just sit on the seat. What's the best you?
Here's my question with that. If they want us to put the seat down every time we're done, why can't they put the seat back up when they're done?
Well, I'm going to break this down in a way that's very easily understandable. They have the vagina. They have the boobs. You want to play with those, and she don't have to let you.
I got my own boobs, so there's that. then if I take my ball sack and pull it over my dink, it feels like a vagina. So.
Oh my God. And they were never married to Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean,
right. Or they've never been close to being dong slapped by someone running out of their house. Nevertheless, we got all your rain up here today and tomorrow, TJ, that you had.
That's good because I got a weekend full of riding and I'm planning on doing it.
Right. I don't blame you. It's supposed to still be nice. It was nice today. Granted, it was, misting and cloudy all day, but it felt nice for once up here.
I could not believe it. Like
47
today.
tomorrow.
Oh, 47 tomorrow? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
like
nice.
Today, we bounced up just shy of 70. I mean, it was just gorgeous down here.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Now, in Daytona, Florida, Kenny Wallace was there. It's gorgeous, 80 degrees in Daytona today.
We got that coming here this weekend. 70s and 80s, 50s at night, which 50s is rideable.
Yeah, but are you gonna have your big, huge yellow coat with you and your stocking cap on while you're riding?
Well, I mean, if it gets cold enough, I'll break out the Mad Bomber and my neoprene face mask and.
Because I remember one time
my snowmobile goggles that take up like this much of my face.
I know. I seen you up here do that once or twice.
If you're gonna wear all that garbage, why don't you just wear a full face helmet?
Because helmets suck.
Yeah.
Save your life. They'll save your life someday.
No, they just ID the body.
Yeah, it's there to ID the body.
I can lay that bike down and break my neck, and the only thing that it's going to do is ID my body.
Right.
Well, duh, yeah.
Well, get my fucking DNA or take my poop out with a poop knife or something. Fuck you. You don't need to be able to see it from my face.
Right. Now, here's a question about these laws. I'm sure there's probably still some states that make it mandatory for you to have a helmet.
Yes, there are.
So if you're riding from one state to another and you're starting from a state that requires no helmets and you don't realize that the next state you're going into has a helmet requirement law, how do you go by something like that?
You can still get a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you know if it's a state that has it or not?
You're supposed to look it up.
Yeah. Let's say you should have looked it up before you went on your trip. What states require a helmet? What states don't?
So what you're saying is basically carry one with you no matter what.
Well, if you're on a longer trip, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I know Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Illinois do not require a helmet.
Right.
But there's one big fat turd right in the middle of that called Missouri.
Right.
And Missouri has a helmet. They have a helmet law. They require helmets.
Now, does it have to be an actual motorcycle helmet or?
Yes, it does. Yeah. It's got to be DOT approved.
Okay.
But you can wear the skull cap helmet and still ride through, which I have on my bike.
Right.
I seen someone the other on a video on TikTok where they realized they're going into a state. That's why I was wondering all this. They're going into a state and they stopped at a Walmart right before the state line. And they ended up getting a bicycle helmet that had the unicorn on it and everything. Just because if they're going to make me wear a helmet, I'm going to look as stupid as possible. I'm like,
as long as it's DOT approved,
well, it does say it did say DOT approved on the back of it. So I mean,
if it's DOT approved, then yeah, they're fine. They can wear a fucking unicorn helmet with Sheldon humping it behind them as they're riding down the road. That's fine.
Well, Either way, I got one for a race car or a motorcycle if I ever get one over to my side over here.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
It's a nice one too. So
I am one of those, which Ray calls me an idiot for it. But I'm one of them people that's like, fuck helmet laws. I hate helmet laws.
right.
And I hate helmets simply because it's such a distraction. When I'm on the bike and I'm going down the road, I need to be paying attention to what's going on around me at all times.
Right.
And that helmet takes away from that.
Because you got your certain field of vision, because if you have it around to here, you only got like this much. And
and then I lose this much of my peripheral.
Yeah.
Where I can see both of my hands right now. I go back here. I can still see them.
Right.
Back here, I can still see them. Back here, not so much. Right. But I've got back to damn near my headphones where I can see.
Right.
And that peripheral comes out, you know. And then my mirrors match that. That's the way I got to set up the bike.
Right.
Yeah.
So where my peripheral vision ends here, the mirrors pick it up and I see behind me.
Right.
And then I've got some asshole in a Ford F-150 bearing down. I know to stay in my lane and just keep cruising.
Right.
I resemble that, Mark, and I watch out for my motorcycles. Anyway, I'm going to do a visual for people that don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
Ooh, that's a nice one, man.
Now, that is not a helmet I would wear to ride.
That's a nice fucking helmet, dude.
So, again, right here, I can't even see my hands right here, and that's where it ends.
Right.
I have to be literally like right here before I see my hands. Right here,
so you lose that much of your
peripheral. If I take it off, my hands right here, I can see my hands.
Exactly.
So that's basically what TJ was talking about.
Yeah.
And then your hearing is also limited with that kind of a helmet too.
Yeah, because it's muffled.
Yeah.
And your ability to eat a vagina is limited with that kind of a helmet.
And it gets heavy after a while on your head. And it feels tight, and you get sweaty in your face, and then you're hot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Steve knows because you raced on a race car with.
Yeah. Dude, that's a nice helmet, dude. That's a nice helmet.
I mean, I would like that for if I was racing. I'd love that kind of a helmet, but not for riding a motorcycle.
Snell, SA, and it's a race quick one, so it's a cheap one, but still. I got this and a suit and shoes for like $200, like $250.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of helmet really inhibits a lot of things. It inhibits
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Your peripheral vision, it inhibits your hearing, it inhibits your ability to eat a vagina. I mean, there's a lot of things that are wrong.
Why do you think Dale Sr. and a bunch of other ones like the open faced helmets when they raced?
Well, yeah,
so they can see. Because if you notice his helmets, they're going to like right here, whereas everybody else's went to there. So he's seeing
and then when they got
this...
to victory lane, it was easier to get down there and go. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Steve likes the vagina.
I don't know if anybody's listening. They might have. I'm gonna ask back for trying this. He might know this too. Just I won't know because he's don't live. He doesn't live up here. You see where Brian Shirley blowed up down in Florida?
Yeah, I've seen videos
of that. Fucked up, wasn't it?
Basically, his car dieseled, TJ.
Yeah,
really
fucked up. Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is, it wasn't a smoke diesel; it was also smoke. But the bladder that's inside the fuel tank, it got hot because the oil was squirting on the fire, and that's what started the fire was the oil. Then it started burning, and it melted the bladder inside of it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And this is straight from him. So anything, just go back to Brian Shirley. He's called Squirrel. But anyway, he's actually called Squirrel. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I have a squirrel, damn it.
Anyway, it was dripping on the ground, and it was also getting caught by the flames coming from the motor from it being dieseled.
Yeah.
And it just went
fucking melted fucking sheet metal and everything.
Yeah,
No
that whole
shit.
yeah.
Did not hurt any brake lines or all the braided lines were still brand new. They just need to be wiped off.
Wow.
And just melted the bladder inside the metal can. Fuel
And it melted his
tire,
passenger side or driver side, quarter panel and tire and everything.
Yeah, that right rear.
Yeah, right rear. Yeah.
The motor built up.
Yeah. But basically, it's the same thing that happened at Eldora years ago with one, but that one was a spoke diesel. So
right. So we have coming up on Saturday. Probably, I would say the single most important pay-per-view of the year.
Wow.
AEW All In.
WWE's Royal Rumble. And this card is looking good so far.
Boy.
I'm getting ready to bring the card up now.
Has anybody heard anymore? Did Rhea commit to being in the men's?
Got it. Rhea goes in the men's. I may have to change my my
she
bet.
said she wanted to wrestle on the men's. And she went to Pierce and asked him if she could wrestle on the men. I saw that somewhere.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be another Tessa Blanchard thing.
Because
Tessa Blanchard did that in a TNA.
Yeah.
Or it could be a China thing.
And that too. China
was the only one that ever held the Intercontinental Championship as a woman.
Right. Well,
and I would have been happy to orally satisfy China, but I'd be afraid she'd crush my head.
Oh, definitely.
Well, I'm sure you've seen her on Pornhub, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's what we've got so far.
Anyway.
Here's what we have so far for the card, okay? WWE Tag Team Championships. DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns. 2 out of 3 falls match.
Ooh. Sadly, I think it's going to be Motor City Machine Guns because they're way better. Because I've been following them since they were in New Japan, TNA, Impact, all that. They're good.
I'm kind of leaning that way myself.
Not saying Nog Ciampa and that other guy,
I don't know much about either one of them, but I think this Royal Rumble is going to be a lot of new champions. So I'm going to go with the Detroit dudes.
So you're going to go with Motor City Machine Guns?
Yeah, Motor City Machine.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right. Next match that they have confirmed for the card. WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match.
Ooh.
I don't honestly think KO is going to win it, so I'm going to side with Cody on that one.
Steve?
Wow. I don't think KO is going to win. I'm going to have to go with Cody Rhodes.
And I'm going to round that out with a unanimous and say I think it's going to be Cody Rhodes, and here's my reason why. Cody got it at WrestleMania after the second attempt at WrestleMania to get it from Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Everybody wants to see the Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes rematch.
Right.
Right.
Because let's face it, this WrestleMania match, if it's Cody and KO, or not KO, but if it's Cody and Roman, this is the rubber match.
Oh. The Royal Rumble is the one where one guy comes in after every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm wondering if the favor for Punk is to be the last one in the ring for the Rumble.
Punk's not giving any details, and we're not there yet, so bear with me.
I know.
We're going to get
I'm
there. I
just saying.
promise. We're going to
just
get
saying,
there.
You know.
But right now where I'm at is I'm looking at this ladder match. Look at what Cody went through. Cody went through having his pec pretty much ripped off of his body by Seth Rollins. Then came back, won the Royal Rumble, lost to Roman Reigns, came back in and said rematch, wound up in this wild rivalry out of nowhere with Brock Lesnar of all people. Which I don't care who you are. I will fight Roman Reigns. I am not getting within a half a mile of an angry Brock Lesnar.
Oh, no.
That man could.
Daughter.
Brock Lesnar could eat me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Hey, watch it. He might find out where you live here in Texas and drive a couple hours or 4 across the state to get to you.
No.
I have a bow.
I'm sure he has one too.
I have a gun.
I'm sure he has one as well.
I'm sure he's got to get it out of Canada to come and shoot me.
Doesn't he have a place in Texas though?
I don't know. I think he might, but I know he's got one in Minnesota, but his big ranch is in Saskatchewan.
Gotcha.
Which is where him and Sable make babies.
Well, his if that's the baby that's I've been seeing, that girl, it looks like.
Yeah.
I can see how. Anyway,
she's a fucking Olympic shot putter.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, Steve would be happy to bang her.
I'd be happy to bang her, but I don't want to meet her dad.
Okay, so if you could get Brock Lesnar's daughter without him figuring it out.
Oh, yeah.
She is old enough, yeah.
Oh, she's old enough now.
Is she 21?
Yeah.
I thought she was only like 18 or 19.
That's still overage.
All right, Jimmy.
She's over the age of 18. She's legal.
Yeah, but you know how many guys got in trouble for dating 18-year-olds, and now they're labeled pedophiles now because of everything?
Well, I mean, Steve already is, so we're good.
Is that why you can't helicopter across the street with a bucket full of chicken across from school?
Exactly. That's exactly.
All right. So now we go to the Women's Royal Rumble match.
What's up, Chris?
Already announced. What's happening, Trucker? Already announced. Nia Jax, Bayley, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Twat LaWaffle, Liv Morgan, and the Jersey Shore, Raquel Rodriguez, Lyra Valkyria, Io Sky, Ivy Nile, and here's the shocker, Charlotte Flair.
Oh,
you know full well Charlotte's going to win.
Now we got 20 more yet to be announced.
Still, Charlotte's going to win it because she's going to come back because she wants to get her belt back.
Yeah, but what if it's Becky? What if one of the 20 missing is Becky?
Exactly.
I still see it Charlotte because Charlotte's been gone longer.
You know what? Charlotte may have been gone longer, but I'm telling you right now, Becky's still got a bigger following.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd rather see that fucking crazy ass, red-headed last kicker win it. But I've always had a thing for redheads.
So have I. You gotta get through Seth first, though. But other than that,
all right. So Chris, Chris says it right there. He says Charlotte's living in her dad's dynasty. He's right.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't care for her. But at the same time, she still is a decent.
She has done a lot for the industry. That's why I want to. If Becky was to come back, I'd like to see Becky be the second 2-time Women's Royal Rumble winner, or the only 2-time Women's Royal Rumble winner.
No, that would be cool.
Yes, it would. And I think Becky should be the one to break that ceiling.
And then have Seth jealous of her because she's a winner and he's not.
Well, I mean, what's Seth going to do? Bend her over and bang her over the ropes in the middle of Monday Night Raw?
Well, that could be it because it's on Netflix now.
I'd pay for that one.
It would be on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. I'd write that in. Please. Hey, I got a script idea for you. I will test this Netflix audience.
Which brings us to the men's Royal Rumble match. We have 15 yet to be announced.
Ooh.
All right. But in the match that they've announced, we have Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Penta, Logan Paul, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rey Mysterio,
Shitstain Nakamura,
Roman Reigns, Sami Uso. Well, Sami Zayn, I'm sorry. Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, L.A. Knight, John Cena, and of course the one I think is going to win, CM Punk.
Right.
No, I think.
You know, I that's what I'm saying. I see him winning, but since we're talking about it, I think his favor to Paul is to make sure he's the last one in so he can be the freshest.
Yeah, but if you look at the stats, the last one in is not necessarily the one. That's actually one of the least winning spots ever.
Yeah.
Right.
But
look at Gunther last year was in number 2 and almost made it, almost won.
Yeah, Gunther almost made it all the way, and he was in at like number 2. Cody Rhodes was in at number 10?
Yeah.
And won it. Punk was in at 27 and came in second.
Yeah, but still.
I think
sometimes those odds are
I think we're going to
in favor though of people. Because I've seen people come in at the last ones on multiple rumbles.
Yeah.
And they won being the last one in because there's like 2 left and they're throwing him over, and then all of a sudden he comes running in, slides underneath, picks both of them up, flips them over. And he's the last one in and he won. So I mean,
Steve, what are your thoughts?
I don't think CM Punk is going to win. I think that Jey Uso is going
You're
to
thinking
win.
Jey Uso.
Yeah. I think Jey Uso is going to win. I think then Cody's going to win his match against KO. Then and Uso and Cody will go for the big one at WrestleMania. Jey Uso will get his. He will be showstopper. He will be as Dave Steve is. He will be the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world.
You know, my favorite song by Aerosmith is?
Let me guess.
This
Dream
one's,
On?
Yeah, this one's for, that one's for that turd burglar down below me.
What's that?
Turd burglar.
Yeah.
What's that?
Steve likes
I am the champion, my friend.
Oh God.
the only thing you're champion of.
And
is-
you keep on crying till the end.
Hey, you need to stop that because I'm hearing my neighbor's dogs bark and howl. But yeah, see, the thing is, I'd love for Penta because Penta's my guy to win, but it ain't gonna
Uh-huh.
happen
Yeah.
because if you watched, when was it? I seen a video, but basically, he goes up to Braun and does the
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
walks away. So I don't think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna do a feud with Braun for a little bit.
I think it's coming. Yeah.
So
I want to see Penta beat Gunther.
All right. So here's what I'm going to throw at you. And Steve,
Oh,
follow this one through.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
look at Monday night.
Okay.
Okay. Just use Monday night as an example.
Right.
One of the few things that Punk has never won is the Royal Rumble.
Right.
Jey Uso still got time. Punk's running on borrowed time.
right.
Punk wins the Royal Rumble. He already said if he wins it, he's coming after Cody. He wants the WWE title back. And he said, I'm giving you the respect of telling you to your face. I'm going to stab you in your front. Remember that?
Yeah, I do now.
So my prediction is now a little more skewed, okay? Punk wins the Rumble. Challenges Cody. Jey Uso, disappointed again, goes into Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
Uso wins the Elimination Chamber, challenges for the World Heavyweight title on Raw against Gunther.
Now, okay.
Now,
Oh,
now we have our main events for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
that
right. I can
that
see
sounds
that.
pretty cool. So that sounds
I can
pretty
see
good.
that. Yep.
But remember, back here in the background, you got The Rock.
The Croc. Yeah.
And The Rock tried to get in with Punk, and he realized his arms were not long enough to box with God. The fact is, when you break it down all the way, Punk was supposed to win the Royal Rumble last year. His injury took him out and forced Cody to win it.
Right.
Cody was the second. He was not supposed to win it.
What if this happens?
But the reason it was supposed to be Punk to win it was it was going to be Punk and Rollins at the Royal Rumble or at WrestleMania.
For Punk's WrestleMania moment.
Right. And then it was going to be, Cody and Roman were not going to get their second chance. It was going to be Rock and Roman. It's kind of like the backup card, but the main card was going to be built up as Seth and Punk. Punk got hurt. He couldn't compete. They moved McIntyre into place. Cody got his big moment. Rock was a self-conceited ass, as Chris said. Here we are. I think they're going to make the push for Punk this year. Because let's face it, he's been on fire since he got cleared.
Yeah. I can see that.
Am I wrong?
No, yeah, he's been pretty good since he came back.
And Punk can make a storyline out of anything.
Correct.
Him and Drew McIntyre made a storyline out of $1.20 bracelet. They did.
Wow.
And think about it. You look at 2024. What was the best storyline of the year?
Bracelet. Bracelet when McIntyre took a bracelet of Punk's wrist.
Punk and McIntyre, right?
Yeah.
420, do you disagree?
No, I agree with you.
Chat room, do you disagree? The best storyline of the year last year was Punk and McIntyre.
Right. It was one of the best, yeah.
It was the best.
Yeah, I would say with the whole tribal shit too. The tribal.
Well, the
Tribal
bloodline, storyline was good, but nowhere near that one. They literally made a rivalry out of a $1.20 bracelet. That's like saying, hey, I got a roll of toilet paper I stole from your dressing room. We're going to make a rivalry out of this. It'd be like 420 stealing Steve's poop knife and making a rivalry out of that.
Better not.
See, I don't need a poop knife because A, I know how to wipe from front to back, and 2, I eat enough beans that I don't have anything to worry about it getting stuck.
That'd be like Steve stealing 420's shower drain and making a rivalry out of that.
Yeah, I could see Steve being a sour shitter. A waffle stomper. Didn't you say you used to do that anyway?
That's the grossest waffle stomping, man. I can't stand that.
Oh, you're full of shit.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Hold on. This is coming from the man who says he had a shit really bad, and when he was walking to the bathroom, it had a big old turd on the floor, and he left it there for a few days.
No, been a few hours, maybe.
Yeah, right. That's not what Christina said.
Hold on. No, let's go with it, okay?
Anyway.
First, he caused an electrical fire in his old house in Alton, or in Dupo. And while the fire was going on, he had to shit, so he filled a lasagna pan in the garage and left it there for the police.
See?
Close.
Oy vey.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, wow. Now, if it was a shitting for distance contest, Steve versus Punk, I'm picking Steve.
So what if? Oh, okay. That's it.
Get it out, Elmer Fudd. Come on.
Instead of shitting for distance contest, I'm picking you.
The women's titles, is that the same way? Whoever wins Royal Rumble challenges Rhea at WrestleMania?
It's wrestling.
Well, she's got her choice of Rhea or Tiffy.
Yeah. I think whoever wins the women's rumble is going to go after Tiffany, because I think Tiffany is one of those transition champions.
I think Tiffany's holding it.
I think Rhea's going to win the Rumble, so she's just going to fucking clean house.
Rhea's not in it.
Oh, she's not in it?
No.
Yeah, because she's a champion, so why would she need it?
Oh.
But I will flip you this. If Becky ends up going in and winning it, which is a big if, but if she did, it's going to be Becky Rhea round 2 at WrestleMania. I will call that now.
I can see that.
Becky comes back and wins it,
because those two have always had it against each other all the time. So
right.
If Charlotte comes back and win it, she's going to go after Tiffy.
Yeah, do you think so, or do you think she'd go after Rhea so that way she can become the women's world champion?
What's that?
Wouldn't she want to become the women's world champion? and have a belt that looks like her father's was? To say she...
I think she will eventually, but I don't think she's going to go after Rhea right away.
Because, I mean, she was a Divas champion, and then she became WWE Women's Champion.
Ty says his prediction is Triple H hits a pedigree at some point at WrestleMania.
Oh,
I'd love to see that,
Right.
but Triple H bowed out of full-time wrestling because of his heart condition. And as much as I'd love to see one more match.
I wanted to see pedigree Dirty Dom.
Oh, I'd love to see Triple H pedigree Dirty Dom. That'd be great.
How old is his kids anyway?
His kids, he's got one in college and two in high school. All daughters. No, Steve.
What?
You do not need to hit on Triple H's kids.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about it. Did you see that? I don't know if you see that. The show that Monday night, that new game they have where you can take a chair and hit different wrestlers and it ranks how hard you hit them.
Oh, yeah.
A mannequin and Dirty Dom up there. I said, I'd love to take a fucking chair and bust him in the face with it.
Oh, I seen that video. The whole thing looks exactly like
Looks
Dominic.
Like and they'd give you a chair and test you how strong it was.
No, I don't want to hit it. No, I don't want to hit Dom.
Ty says he knows, but he bets Triple H could come out and interfere, and I'd love it. If he did, I'd love it.
That would be pretty cool, though.
Chris says Cena just needs to retire. Time is not his friend.
Well, this is it. He's done in December.
Yeah, this is his last year.
He could.
You notice he retired
could
before You notice he retired in his career before Undertaker did.
But let's look at Cena. Okay, let's take a look at Cena and go all the way back to Mr. Ruthless Aggression. To
the rapper one?
To the Doctor of... No, this was before the rapper. Like bike shorts and a fucking t-shirt.
I don't remember
and a
that
faux
one.
hawk.
That's funny, though.
And then he went to the Doctor of Thugonomics to the current version. And all right, Cena has always played the babyface.
Uh-huh.
Have we ever seen a heel John Cena?
No, I don't recall.
No.
Like, there are people who are born to play a heel.
Dominic fucking Mysterio.
Dominic Mysterio's great at it. Eddie Guerrero was one of those that you loved him, no matter whether he was playing a face or a heel. You loved him.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he died. He cheated.
The athleticism.
Oh, so his athleticism was unquestionable.
Right.
I loved Farouk and Bradshaw as the APA. I did. But as a heel, Bradshaw was way better as a heel than he ever was as half of the APA drinking beer.
Right.
Alberto Del Rio was a great heel, even though he was one-dimensional.
Yeah.
The Miz is a wonderful heel.
Yeah.
Punk is one of those that can go either way. Although I enjoy Punk much more as the anti-hero.
Right.
Where he comes out and he looks and he goes like, oh, come on!
So basically like a Robin Hood.
Well,
Not
kind
Robin
of like a
No,
Stone
not-
Cold.
Not Robin Hood. Punisher
Yeah.
or Ghost Rider.
But I mean, like, the thing I loved about Punk was he reminded me when he did the anti-establishment CM Punk. One, he slipped into that role so easily. And it was great. Everybody loved it. But even better is he reminded me so much of Stone Cold. He really did.
I can see that. I can see it.
A non-drinking, never touch any type of substance Stone Cold.
All he wanted was a Pepsi.
Okay, we're going to take a picture now. Thanks to our contract signing. And there's Punk. Oh, come on. Even your contract signings are boring. It's supposed to be a Pier 6 brawl. Brouhaha. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Blop. He punches the Miz.
That was funny.
Oh, I love this. Ty says, no, you can't see John Cena. It was a joke. And Chris says, and the winner of the worst dad joke goes to Ty.
Ty, he's a good guy. He's that one friend. Remember?
Hey, be careful because Steve might come up with a worse dad joke than that.
Yeah, him saying that he thinks he's going to be the winner of Smoker Mania.
Oh, Jesus.
I know I'm going to win. Ain't fucking... I'm testing myself. I did something the other day. I don't know if I did the right thing or the wrong thing, but I'm going to give it a whirl.
You weren't trying to finger your own booty hole while smoking weed, were you?
No.
Okay.
I bought these edibles.
Okay.
I had it coming from somewhere. I have no idea. One at 10 500 milligram edibles, 5,000 milligrams of THC.
5,000 milligrams?
Yeah, so called deadables.
Deadables?
Yeah. Stoner Gump, he's scared of them. He don't want to try them.
The one thing I can say is Steve's microphone is definitely blocking his shelf tonight.
Right.
Thank God.
Oh, that's right, because he has his dong back there. That's right.
Steve's pacifier.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah. Fix that.
Just remember, there's only one person. I'm not going to name any names. There's only one person that has a dong on a shelf.
Well,
not to mention any names at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't name any names either, but I say he's on the screen right now.
Probably don't know many people that have pillow doll either.
No, I don't know anybody that's got a pillow fuck doll other than you.
She got a hole in her now.
Speaking of dolls, remember what happened? Got R.I.P. Marvin. Remember what someone did to Teddy?
That was Merlin.
I remember called it Teddy.
No, Merlin did that to Teddy.
Oh, whoever that is. But anyway, so anybody that don't know, basically what happened is someone decided to take a dong and sew it onto Marvin's bear.
Oh.
Yeah, we've lost quite a few here in the last year. Marvin, Rage.
Yeah.
People ask me why I don't have a sense of humor right now. I'm like, I've got a sense of humor, but it's going to take me a while to get back to that level because
I get it.
Losing Rage, losing Marvin like I did.
Yeah, not even a week apart, right?
I lost Rage on the 21st of December. I lost Marvin on Christmas.
Yeah, so not even 4 days.
Yeah. Both of them to cancer.
Your
Right.
grandpa in between, was it?
Yeah, Chris, you're hearing right. I'm sorry you haven't caught any earlier shows, but yeah, Rage passed away from glioblastoma on the 21st of December.
Mm-hmm. I remember
And
that.
then Marvin passed away from small cell lung cancer on the 25th, on Christmas Day.
Right. I wonder if his daughter still has his poop bucket, because that'd be kind of cool to have.
It's on its way here.
Trying to get rid of it.
See, so that way I don't have to get up to pee.
Actually, no, Marvin made sure to put it in his will that I get his little black book.
Hey, as long as I get his shoe polish jack off machine, then I'll be fine.
But no, in all seriousness, I mean, that was two of my closer friends that were gone in a week.
I get it, man.
Then an uncle, an aunt, my grandpa, a couple other friends, JD.
Yeah, I get it.
You know,
Oh,
I mean,
forgot about JD
lot.
last year. Holy shit, I
Yeah.
can't remember. I forgot about that.
We're talking right there.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
again, I get it, because 8 years ago, all year long, I literally had 3 people I knew personally every single month pass away. So
I had
yeah, I
I
get
had a
it.
couple good friends down here. I'm going back over it in my mind, right? So like last year, I'm gonna break this down. I lost Phil. Phil, my neighbor. I lost
Chris, if you do want to say something, I would suggest going to YouTube so you won't get Facebook banned.
yeah, you better be careful with the Facebook algorithm. So I lost Phil. I lost God. I lost Frankie, one of the guys who taught me about running in Manic Tank.
Ooh.
Good friend of mine, very close. I lost Frankie. I lost. Oh, Ty, we ain't even close to done yet. I lost my friend Kenny. I lost one of my uncles. I lost one of my aunts. I lost my grandpa. I lost Marvin. I lost Rage. I lost my buddy Kenny down here. I lost JD. You know,
Right.
that was last year. Now my uncle David is on hospice.
Oh shit.
So there's not a coming 3 with this. This has been coming 3-fold.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, text me the joke before it's said, Chris. I want to make sure you don't wind up in Facebook jail.
Right. Mayhem's Amigos if someone isn't in Facebook jail.
Well, that was the old Unleashed anyway.
Well, we can bring it to Amigos. Or I'd like to anyway, but it's up to you. Anyway.
But when I look at last year, and everybody wonders why I mellowed out, I've just decided to be me and have fun with the show. And
right.
That's it. I mean, that's the big reason is I looked at all these people I lost over the course of the last year. And Steve heard about it. We talked, and he's like, God, how are you living?
Yeah.
What? How do I got you blocked?
Oh.
Does not.
So anyway. You gonna try to go any races this year, Steve?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try, especially a couple of them in Lincoln. Lincoln's not really that far from me.
Yeah. It's really not far from me. It's only like what? 45 minutes?
Oh, I don't know. Lincoln's only 20 miles from me.
Well, see, the reason I said it is because I just go straight across 9 and get on 474 and go straight down, and I'm in Lincoln.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. I've never been there. You've probably been there. I've never been to Fairbury.
You never been to Fairbury?
Nope, but I love playing it
You
on the World Outlaws. God damn, I love it. Track.
you need to go to Fairbury
I've
because
never been to
I guarantee you, if you go to Fairbury, it'll be your favorite track of all time. It's that good of a track. It's
better than Farmer City. I used to like Farmer City.
Farmer City's great, but Fairbury, for me, Fairbury's just a little bit better. I mean, I've seen 3-4 wide at Farmer City and 3-4 wide at Fairbury, and
yeah,
it's just more exciting at Fairbury because at Fairbury, their inside berm is a little bit more.
Right.
So a lot of the mods,
right,
and even some of the World of Outlaws, will plant that front left right in that groove, and just
right around,
you know. And the cool thing is about Fairbury, when you go there and see their catch fence,
I can't read that, Chris. God,
that used to be. Ty can correct me if I'm wrong. It used to be like Bristol or Martinsville or some NASCAR track.
Oh,
because the World of Outlaws and the sprint cars told them basically, if you change your catch fence, we'll come back. And sure enough, the Matt Curl, the owner of it, the promoter, he's like, okay. He went and got a perfect catch fence. And it's lots nicer too because you can actually see through it a little bit better.
Right.
But yeah, so you want me to say it, TJ? I'll say it. I have no.
Oh no, I'm not giving this to you to read either. Hell no.
So anyway, more than likely I'll probably be at Peoria a lot. It depends on how Ty goes with what he wants to do, but other than that, I'll be going.
What? Do you know Todd O'Neill?
Yep, I know Todd O'Neill. I've been around racing since '96, Steve.
Well,
if not '95. So
it's how small the fuck world is. I used to live with Todd O'Neill's mom, Paulette, when I was in Decatur. It's dark out. I can't talk about the weather. So.
Anywho,
but I'll
take that as a yes.
He's still married to Tammy.
If I have an off day when I'm not helping my friend out, more than likely I'll probably go on to either Charleston, Lincoln, because I actually never been there. I mean, I've been there and drove around the horse track to look at it, but I never been to actual race there. I'll probably plan on going to Charleston. I plan on going to Jacksonville because I've never been there.
Oh, Jacksonville now.
I plan on going to. I really want to go to. It's Southern. Belle Claire. They're going to be opening up soon.
No shit.
Yeah, I have a friend that actually. Belle Claire County. It's like Southern Illinois. Like
it's right outside Belleville.
Yeah. Right outside of Belleville. Yeah, they're bringing it back, supposedly, from what my one friend was saying.
That was a battle track.
Yeah, I heard that was a pretty good track.
So Chris is saying he needs everybody's prayers in May. And yes, the joke was funny, but I'm not reading it. It was that far off.
So would it be?
And I'm not letting 420 read it because he has no filter.
Yeah. Basically, I have thoughts, and when I get stoned, I tell them, no matter what they are.
I would let Steve read it, but Steve would read it out of his ass.
That wouldn't be nice.
Do we have a Merler what do you call it? Interpreter?
Pat, which one? You know what we need to do? You and I need to fucking pull our money together. We need to buy Macon.
If I bought a track, I would.
You guys need to buy Macon in Decatur.
It's for sale. $750,000.
Again?
Yeah. Yes. Well, not again. He what's his face still owns it, but he wants to sell it.
Well, there was there was that couple that owned it, and then they decided to quit because they wanted to retire, and then they sold it to someone else like a year, 2 or 3 years ago, and now that guy wants to sell it.
Yeah, some health thing came up. He's from.
Oh, that's right, because he had health. He's starting to have health issues now.
Okay, I gotta admit, I feel sorry for Chris. He was elected to drive with his wife, himself, and his mother-in-law going to DC.
Ooh, well,
no.
He who drives controls the temperature and the music.
Not necessarily. If you're married, she'll take that over and say you can't get any of the vagine.
And see, here's the thing. Here's a pro tip for those of you who are getting married or just recently got married: buy a vehicle that has dual climate control.
Absolutely.
That way, if your wife is like, "Oh, it's so hot here," then they can turn their side down to whatever they want, and you can be fine with your side.
Yep.
Oh, and try to get dual filtration too, because I'm telling you right now, she's got the White Castle farts.
Or
you're gonna be hanging out of the car,
or the tuna smelling vag juice from it sweating so much. But yes,
or if her name is Shelly.
Hi, Steve. You want to smell my vagina? Yes, but Ty is the one that I'm helping out this year. So.
Oh, what kind of car has he got?
What did you say? A B mod? B mod?
Oh, come on. Come on, race A mod. Be a man. Grow some balls.
He would, but if he goes to Peoria and races B mods, he can. And if he shows up every week, he can get into the top 5, if not win the class.
That's what I did
for that year.
When I started Hornets, I didn't win a race, but I finished in top 5. But I was there every week. Oh, that'd be
Chris
bad.
says better be separate rooms, because if he wakes up spooning with the wrong person, there's no amount of therapy that's going to make him right again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, all right. Well, let's ask some experts here. All right, 420. If you went on a road trip, just you, your wife, and your mother-in-law, and you went to bed drunk or stoned or both, and you woke up, you were spooning with your mother-in-law.
Well, first of all, are we in an open relationship? Because if we are and the mother-in-law is hot, then I don't see why not.
My mother-in-law was better looking than my wife. She was so short, but she wasn't.
I tell you what, my mother-in-law was not better than my wife.
Oh, yeah?
She's worse.
No, hey, Ty says, you know what, Steve, give him some money and then he'll go A-mod.
I wish I could, dude. I wish I could. I know.
You can buy him a good engine if you want to.
I wished.
Get one from Shaner.
Ty, don't let Steve talk any shit to you. He raised Hornets.
Yeah.
Hey, I worked on motherfuckers.
And he always came in last.
Yeah, and his sponsor loved that he was coming in last because he's so slow, people can actually see the name on the side of his car.
I was fucking partners with Greg Babb for fucking while. We were building fucking chassis. They were called fucking, God damn, what were they fucking called? Eliminators. The Eliminator chassis. It was a fab. It was a makeshift of fucking Shannon Babb's first modified. It was a Shaw car. We changed a couple bars.
I remember that.
And we started changing bars. And we had a junkyard with supplies with frames, and we build the cars. Then we ended up fucking these motherfuckers. Like, oh, I want a car. Well, what do you got? Well, I got my street stock from last year. I don't have a motor or tranny in it. Okay, I'll trade you. I want your roller, and you take just the chassis. We had 4 or 5 fucking race cars. We didn't have no fucking money. We were just trading everybody for cars. We were just getting more junk. I'm like, yes, dude. It started to cost us
So
money.
basically, your yard looked like a junkyard.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Ty. That's not racing. He didn't race. He just decided to parade
Yeah,
lap
Ty
around.
says that Hornets were not racing.
It wasn't back when I did it. When I did it, it was a lot more competitive. I mean, back in my day, man, they've not changed a lot now. Yeah, there's one flight demos.
Hornets are competitive now, but like you said, it's annoying. So
you gotta fucking know just. I mean, you really gotta be smart, but honestly.
see, here's
to
the
get a
thing.
Hornet.
Here's the thing about those Hornets now. You can get halfway competitive full street stock for the same price as a brand new Hornet. So would you rather get a street stock that's somewhat competitive, or would you rather get a Hornet?
I would
for the
rather
same
have
price?
a really nice Harley.
My problem with street stock.
Let's
tires.
just take your motorcycle brain out for a second there, TJ. Which would you rather have? Would you rather have a stock car that looks like an actual car and races good and handles good, or would you rather have a Hornet that's a front wheel drive and you don't know how to deal with it on a slick track?
Price wise, I'd want to race a Hornet because fucking street stock, you got fucking tires, all that bullshit.
You gotta do that with the Hornets.
Yes, but the junkyard tires. You ain't gotta go to Hoosier and you gotta have certain. I'm sorry, I don't want to get it.
You street stock.
No, actually, you know what? I got to pour a drink. You guys get into this.
Streets. Okay, here's the thing with street stocks though. You can use used modified tires.
Okay, yeah, you can.
And you can get them for the same price, if not a little bit more.
I mean, fuck, come on, dude. I remember when I was working on it modified.
How long ago was this, though?
I'll tell you how long. A tire, a Hoosier tire. When I first started, how I first started, I started IMCA cars where we had to run those fucking hard ass fucking Mercuries. Those sucked. But then they changed over to Hoosiers, and we could only run a certain number, D or an A Hoosier,
right?
A for the asphalt, and we could run all year on 2 sets of fucking tires. Now these motherfuckers they grind them and fucking wrap them and sipe them and groove them, and we didn't do none of that shit. I grew them, I especially grew them with the late model. Yeah, because the tires are different sidewall, but we would fucking buy a brand new tire, and I'd air that motherfucker up to, 60 pounds, and I'd let it sit in the hot sun all fucking day long. About every 2 hours, I'd soak it with water and turn it over, and then actually the tire would grow a little bit. Then I'd let the air out of it, then air it up to the proper air, and then that's how I get my stagger a lot of times.
How well did that work, though?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm it's a whole different deal than back when I did it. Because Kitty Wallace just did a thing on these cars. Back in my day, we scaled the car with the old fucking grain car scales. You set your car up on it and it had the fucking different metal block. You put it on a scale. Now these motherfuckers now put it on a fucking. They don't even. They do it all on a fucking machine. They put your springs and shocks all on a machine and it tests it right there. Then they put it on a fucking car.
Yeah.
Because I was always one. Kurt Rhodes was always fucking notorious. He'd want to go to the fucking racetrack and start turning fucking weight jack bolts. Oh, let's do this. No, man. Once you start fucking turning weight jack bolts, you change the whole fucking geometry of these fucking cars.
Right.
You gotta know what they're gonna fucking do. I would always felt I could set up a car with stagger and offset of the tires.
Yeah, but here's the thing is though, when you were racing and the way things are now, it's totally different. It's more competitive.
I agree. It's fucking.
You gotta have top of the line stuff or as much as you can of it, or else you ain't gonna do nothing.
I get it. That's why these guys are racing these B mods. They're taking these old A mod chassis. What classifies the B mod? 3-bar? Is that the only thing that classifies as a B mod?
B mods, hobby mods are 3 bars. Well, it depends. It depends on where you go, because some places will let you use the 4-bar, but you
Right.
have to do like a offset or
Oh yeah, okay.
more weight or something like that.
I'll tell you what's coming up. I'm very interested in Lincoln. I know Charleston's running. They're running those Crown Victoria classes.
Really?
Crown Vic, yeah.
I'm
I know
I
surprised.
Lincoln's
love
good, and
Crown Vic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
KKK does it.
yeah,
Kankakee, for those that don't know.
yeah. Well, they did that a few years ago at Bristol.
But
With the-
here's my next question though with the Crown Vics, and I even said this on the Dirt Track forum. You know, people are like, "Yeah, Crown Vics, this is gonna be cool." You know, budget, blah blah blah. I'm like, how long is it going to take before that class gets out of hand? Oh, it won't ever get out of hand.
Oh, it's going to get out of hand quick.
I'm like, okay. That's what we exactly said when we had the bombers. Guess what?
Well,
Yeah.
the bombers. They swore
love
up
the
now
bombers.
bombers would never get out of hand. They swore
They got out of hand
But,
because they started letting them use the old street stocks chassis and everything in the bombers.
Steve,
So those had the different weight jacks and everything.
Fuck.
That looks actually really
we
good.
had the old street stack. That's we had a fucking late model motor in the motherfucker.
They even got late. Yeah. So with that there. So again, and then all of a sudden they brought out the Hornets. Hornets were fine, and all of a sudden now they're out of control
Yeah.
with a lot of things. I mean, they're getting to the point again. Like I said, you can go out and you can have someone build you a brand new Hornet, full roll cage. You know, it's the sheet metal body, the tuner motor with the
2JZ or something.
They're all the Cavaliers, whatever's in the Cavalier.
You got to change this computer boxes. And
You
shit.
know, they well, you don't even need to change the boxes. You just have someone that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hook their computer up to it and do all the things,
Right,
and then
tune it,
it'll
yeah.
change the tuner. So anyway, that's out of hand. So with that said, I think the last time I seen someone try to sell a brand new Hornet, everything race ready, it was like $10,000.
Really?
Yes, because it's
I paid
full
I paid
roll
good.
cage, everything. You know,
I just said
I-
my roll cage was built by that dude over there in fucking Charleston. He put the roll cage in my Hornet.
right? But
Right.
you can get a used race ready street stock for about $5,000, and that's what my thing is.
With a good motor, though. With a competitive motor.
With a competitive good motor. You know, either they'll have the crate 30, the crate, one of the crate motors in it, or they'll have a 354 bolt main in it.
Yeah.
You got an automatic. Do you have a remote start?
Watch out, you're gonna blow that son bitch up. Can't you hear the valve closing?
There you go.
About to run out of gear. It's about to blow up.
Your dream car.
That's
My dream car is in the garage over at Goofy Ridge.
You're not getting my fucking Camaro. I have waited for years for that car. I have waited for more years for that car than you've been alive. And that's pretty sad because you're older than me.
Well, maybe you should have took that down instead of your your little puddle jumper.
My little puddle jumper's been getting me around pretty well. Of course,
I'll
it
give
needs
you
some work
that.
now. I mean, that car's been beat to hell living down here.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I wished I could still have that, or at least find one that's in good running condition. I had a 91 Escort GT that had the double overhead cam, 16 valves. Granted, it was a 4-cylinder, but that thing got up and went.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I didn't beat cars, but I kept up with a lot of these muscle cars.
Well, I mean, my dream car is
But that's not my dream car,
still
so.
my dream car is still a 36 knuckle. .36 knucklehead.
That's not a car.
Oh, damn.
It hit Steve like a slow moving freight train. I got it right away. Yeah, my favorite car is the knuckle. I'm like, fucking TJ.
That's what I thought. I kept thinking there was no knuckle back then, was it?
Ty, good luck tonight. I'm sorry you're dealing with Cat up there. If you ever get a chance to transfer,
Thanks for stopping by, Ty. It's appreciated,
Ty,
man.
if you ever get a chance to transfer Caterpillar plants, though, definitely check out the one in Seguin, Texas, because it's nice and it's fully central air conditioned all the way through.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. State-of-the-art facility. Central air all the way through it. I mean, my God. I think they got robots that roll around and wipe people's balls in that plant just to keep the sweat off of their balls.
Wow.
That Caterpillar plant is
Is that
nice.
why they moved? Is that why they moved from Chicago down there?
No, actually what Seguin is engine assembly. So that's what they took out of Mossville. And they moved
nobody
the
works there. That's
Mossville
why I
plant
thought
to
that is.
Seguin just outside of San Antonio.
It's all fucking
Gotcha.
computerized. Nobody works there. That's why I thought it was air conditioned.
Well, there's a lot of computer in there, but they still need the human factor.
Right.
They still need the human factor to run that plant.
Cater's not a good one.
Want to bet?
Oh, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it's a good one. It's not a good one.
Decatur is not moving today.
No, Decatur's not going anywhere.
But Decatur is on the list.
Really?
Yes. Decatur is on the list. And I don't know where they're going to put the big earth movers and the track toads. I don't know if it's going to be Arkansas or East Texas, but it is slated to be down here.
Oh.
Just like they're trying to find a way to match the silica sand. And once they match the silica sand that they've got in Illinois, the foundry will move.
Oh.
The foundry out of Mapleton is slated to move within the next 10 years.
Once they find the right sand.
That's right. And that's looking pretty close to here as well.
Then they may as well take that fucking visitor center and take it out of Peoria.
They might as well.
Thing is, how are they going to do that, especially with the theater that they have is the back end of a dumpster, dump truck, whatever they call them.
Well, I mean, let's face it. Okay, let's look at Peoria right now. Where is world headquarters?
Texas.
Where at?
I don't know, but somewhere in Texas.
It's in Dallas.
Okay, Dallas. It's in Dallas, Texas. Yeah.
They made the move to Dallas about 6 months before I moved down here.
Right.
Now I'm like, Cat's moving out of Illinois? Pfft, bye. I'm not stupid.
Right.
I know if Caterpillar's moving, it's time for me to get my ass out.
Right.
Or I better find an apartment right there next to Steve.
I got some.
Or find a way to dump the money into my house at Goofy Ridge. But the fact of the matter is I had a choice. It's like, all right, I stay there, still do what I'm doing. But I mean, I got to be honest. Like when I was living there, I had some fun. I had good people around me, Steve, 420, a couple other people that'll remain nameless because they're not as good as I thought they were. But I had people around me that were pretty cool. Me making the move was not for them. It was not for my son. It was not for anything else. It was for me.
Right. Sometimes you got to do that.
And not a damn one of them understood it. Not a one. Most of them looked up and like, I was the bastard because I got out.
Yeah, the other ones, yes.
Now, you guys are like, oh, shit. How much fun are you really having? Oh, dude. You have no idea. I may broadcast on my birthday naked from a hot tub.
On the coast?
No. In Las Cruces.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Las Cruces on my birthday.
What, you don't want to be on the Gulf of America?
I thought about it. I thought about
here's the thing about that. You know how people are up in arms about them changing it to Gulf of America? But if you realize Mexico's in America.
Yeah, it is.
South America, well, it's in America, right? So what's wrong with calling it the Gulf of America? Because it's surrounded by America. Anyway.
Because initially it wasn't. And it's a historical reminder. Because, I mean, let's face it. Texas won Texas.
Right.
All right. And we are still the only state that can secede legally. We can legally look at the United States and say, fuck you, we're out.
So basically they bought it whatever legally, and they just basically signed a contract with the United States being a state.
Yeah. Like, hey,
so
we'll be here.
Anytime they can get out of the contract and be their own country, state, whatever.
That's right. We could go back to being the Republic of Texas. You need a passport to come visit me.
Yeah, good luck. I'll miss you.
But I would need a passport to come back.
Right.
But me being born in Illinois and then living here, the way I understand it, I would be a dual citizen. So I would still keep my VA. I'd live here. I'd get whatever veterans benefits I'd get for living in Texas. But then I'd get the United States veterans benefits on top of it. And then I would be a dual citizen with a passport.
Well, if Democrats get in, they'll have something to say about that.
Yeah, well, hey, I've got something they can lick.
Yeah.
And I may not wipe it.
You might wipe from back to front.
Very well could. I'll let them lay under me during a gooch blast.
Steve, wake up. Steve,
look on Steve's face with that, where he's like, "Oh God!"
Or you might have someone wash your balls and then get hard and then come all over them.
Yeah, true. I might. Hopefully, they're wearing a St. Louis Cardinals hat when that happens.
Right, and wear a plaid shirt tucked in.
Oh God, Steve looks like he's about to shit himself because he's laughing so hard. Maybe I could come on the bill of that St. Louis Cardinals hat. You never know.
He still wears a hat.
Of course I have permission to use it, Chris. I own the Mayhem Unleashed logo.
He wants to use it. He's asking you for permission to use it.
No. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Business after the show, not during.
Right. Not during the show. We're having fun during the show.
Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, somebody tries to change what I'm going to do, I'll just make them lay underneath me, and I won't even wipe. I'll get into the shower and I'll gooch blast while I'm straddling their face. Steve's like, oh God. Ugh.
You can always have Steve Rikishi, yeah.
Turd flakes.
Oh, I saw a interview with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
He said one time Rikishi fucking did that. Stink faced him and he hadn't wiped his butt. Kurt Angle got shit on his face.
Kurt Angle got pink eye.
Yeah. That was funny as hell.
You get pink eye if you fart.
You know, that's such a rumor.
You get pink eye if you don't fart. That's what South Park said. If you don't fart, you get pink eye.
When has South Park ever been right?
They've been right about a lot of stuff.
They've been vulgar, but not right.
They were right during their election shows because it's between a douche and a turd sandwich.
Well.
Anyhow.
God, that sounded like a fart.
I need some WD-40 so I can fix the squeak in this chair.
Oh my God. Oh, they're making tumblers, and they wanted to know if we could use if they could use the logo to make tumblers. I haven't even developed a logo for the new show, so. But man, yeah, no. When I said I would gooch blast out an unwiped ass over somebody while they're laying underneath of me, and the look on Steve's face is looking like,
yeah.
Just
I've seen it fall out.
Turd flakes winding up on somebody's face.
Fucking butt burgers falling all over the
place.
Butt burgers. Butt burgers or butt boogers?
Butt boogers.
Boogers, okay.
You know, like boogers from your nose, or they're in your butt, little brown balls.
Speaking of boogers and butt boogers, I had to explain to someone what a Poseidon's kiss was because they never heard of it.
No.
Yes. And the guy was older than I am.
And you had to explain Poseidon's kiss?
Yeah.
How the hell is that possible?
Sheltered life, I guess.
I guess you'll probably have to explain it to me then.
You're the one that explained it to me, numbnuts.
What?
Yeah, you said on Ray's show like a couple years ago. Because you and Ray were talking about it, and you're like, yeah, I had a Poseidon's kiss. And Ray's like, what's a Poseidon's kiss? And you're like, when you take a big dookie and it drops in the toilet and splashes back up on your ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you
Prairie Doggin'.
Yeah, that's where they got the Prairie Doggin' song from.
I remember now. Yeah.
And that's that's when I started to talk about how I was a waffle stomper.
Yeah. I don't like nowadays I get floaters that rubs on the bottom of my balls.
What? What the hell? Hold on.
I don't like Peekaboo Charlies because those are the worst.
I'm glad I had a shitload of whiskey at the bar. Now I'm drinking tequila to handle this conversation. So, your balls now hang low enough into the water on the toilet that when you drop a deuce, the turd rubs against your balls?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And you admit that publicly.
Yes, Chris. Whole new term.
I guess if you're gonna say this to publicly, yeah.
Yes, this is publicly. We're live.
Well, there's only three of us and what, three other people?
Yeah, but people still catch this on the replay. We're late at night. They will listen in the morning.
Yeah.
Oops.
Like, I'm not kidding. Like, we've got good replay numbers after the show.
So, did we get a scoop before someone else we know that has a morning show about Steve?
I'm going to be honest. Like, the last couple of days, I've had to work overnights. So when I get home, I'm catching like a half hour, and then it's time to go to bed because I got to work the next night.
Right.
So I have not been catching much of Morning Disaster. So what's going on?
No.
Nothing.
You know how Ray always seems to get the scoop on whatever Steve does on his illegal activities
Oh, God.
or his gross activities? He just admitted something on your show, on this show, before he said it on Ray's show, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
where his birds rub against his balls?
Yeah, we got the scoop of it
Oh.
before Ray.
Nobody
did.
wants to scoop that.
Well, apparently Steve does, because he has a poop knife. He scoops it out.
Hey, don't knock my poof knife.
That's when you just grunt a little bit more and hold on to the toilet bowl, bud.
I do.
I still can't imagine sticking a knife in your rectum.
Yeah. Because what happens if you go too far up and it slices or harms the rectum?
Number one, it's not even a sharp knife. It's not even sharp at all.
Dude, it's metal.
TJ knows you can take a dull knife and kill someone with it. In fact, it's better to have a dull knife to kill someone because it takes longer to get into them, which in turn it slices more and it gives them more pain.
It's not like a jab it up in there. Slowly ease it up in there. I know, like jab it, jab. Slowly ease it in. So I have to kind of relax a little bit, especially when the cold metal first touches. You get a little bit of contraction.
Well, blow on it then before you put it up your ass. Warm it up,
Well, I've learned to start putting a little bit of Vaseline on the end of it. That helps.
God.
That was so gross. Even Milk did right away. She just jumped up here.
No shit. I don't blame her. She's probably going in to lay on your clean laundry.
No. It's all put away.
Yeah, right. Sure.
No, I got to give Steve credit. He's like been walking down and washing laundry a couple times a week now.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the laundry where they just tell me, just throw it away. It's no good. You're never going to get it clean. It's the shit that's been sitting there for a year. So.
Oh, God. What? A year?
Well, when I went into the hospital, Christina did every bit of laundry that I had. And I started collecting laundry in that basket. I let the basket get so full. Once it became taller than the TV that's in there, I quit putting it in the basket. Then I started putting it in. Then I filled the other bags up, and I filled those 2 bags up. Those 2 bags are empty now. Plus my everyday basket. It just has everyday clothes in it, which is not even full yet. But yeah, and then now I'm to the clothes that have been in the basket, very compact too, for the last year. So I'm curious. I'm not even to the middle of it, so I'm kind of curious.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you wear the same shirt for 2 weeks in a row.
I haven't worn the same shirt for 2 weeks in a row. I just put this fucking shirt on this morning. I'll put another one on tomorrow because all my shirts are clean now. All my underwear is clean. All my shorts are clean. All my socks are clean. A lot of my towels are clean.
Is all your ass clean?
Nope. I have to take a shower in the morning.
At least we have honesty.
Yep. It itches really bad. I might have to take a shower right after the show. I might not be able to sleep. It's just
That's when you use wet wipes to wipe yourself off.
I
They
am
are
2
warm.
weeks away from finally putting a new water heater in this coach.
Oh my God, you still don't have one?
Dude, no, I've got to wait on the weather to break where I can work on it.
Oh,
And now let's add insult to injury. My water hydrant that runs the water into the coach cracked and is spraying all over my yard.
Did you turn it off yet?
No, I turned it off, but it's like, fuck, I got to replace that too. So I've been hitting the truck stop to take showers.
It was about $10-15 now.
18.
it costs?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got to pay $18 to take a shower.
What?
Yeah,
How you pay for it? You just like giving your debit card or something?
pretty much. Yeah.
No shit. It costs $18 to take a shower.
Yeah, but I've got a private bathroom for like an hour and a half. Everybody
Oh,
can
okay.
fuck off.
Oh.
It's mine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Fuck,
Now, granted, I cannot wait to have the water heater back in this thing and
yeah.
have everything running right again in here because it's like, fuck you, I'm home.
right.
That's Pilot outside of Austin.
Yeah. Pilot. Fuck Pilot.
$18 fucking dollars.
It's the closest one to me.
Damn.
How close is your uncle from you?
Well, the water heater's out at the house.
His water heater's out too?
Yeah.
Do they have a horse trough? You can put a whole bunch of water in there and then the heater thing you can then take a bath?
God, I wish. I'd be out here in the yard taking a bath in that. Like, what the fuck? Fuck you. Who wants to see my balls?
Your neighbor on the other side of you?
My low-hanging balls.
So,
I know
Steve,
she's over there going skeet, 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 motherfucker.
I watched that Saturday Night Live with oh fuck, I don't know, remember their names, but they were pretending to be these awesome rappers and they were getting interviewed or something, and they jump up and one goes, skirt, skirt, yeet, yeet, skirt, skirt, yeet, yeet. Can you remember that one at all?
Sorta, yeah.
It was the guy that has all the tattoos that was in
Like Little John.
that was in a movie like 2 or 3 years ago, and everybody thought they were fake until they realized they were actually all real. Because he was being a tattoo artist
Oh God.
in the movie. I can't remember his name. It's like a skinny guy, buggy eyes, short hair,
What?
black.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Lil Wayne?
Was it Jelly Roll?
No, not that. I didn't say. I said skinny. I said skinny, not fat.
Oh. I thought you said ugly, not skinny.
Well,
He is,
yeah.
motherfucker. That motherfucker, I ain't telling you, this motherfucker, he can run out of money. He's fucking, Jim and old lady, they fucking buy his shit. Fuck, they buy it every fucking day. They got this big farm now outside Nashville. They've got all kinds of fucking cattle.
Technically, he doesn't own it.
What, the wife does?
Yes, because he's a felon.
felon.
He can't own anything in Tennessee.
She just got this fucking custom made Bronco.
So basically, when they buy anything, she has to buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be damned.
So she got more money than he does.
Yeah, well, what's he gonna do if she decides to leave him?
Bunny ain't gonna leave him.
No. Especially now that he's popular, now she don't have to make as much money.
She does her podcast.
Oh yeah, especially that's why he's losing all this weight so they can have a baby. He lost 200 pounds now.
So he's losing weight so they can have a baby.
Well, because evidently the fatness has affected his sperm count.
Yes.
I figured it. I was kind of thinking it affected his penetration ability.
Oh no, he can penetrate. He's got a big old donkey.
And you've seen
Wait,
it.
but now how would you know that?
Well, I've heard her talk about it, and if she's like, if she said it's impressive, come on, she was a $100 hooker. So
No, she was.
Really?
yeah,
Yep.
she was a $100 hooker.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And she was saying that even at his fattest, he had an impressive dong.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Steve,
Yep.
would you gaze at that dong?
I would. I never have, but I would.
So you're telling me if Jelly Roll was sitting there smoking weed across from you with no pants on,
Oh, we'd be smoking some weed too.
you're going to be checking?
Oh fuck yeah. We'd be smoking with Scary Larry and fucking all of them.
So what if 420 was across from you smoking weed with no pants on? You going to check out his dong?
Well, I suppose if he wants me to.
And with that being said,
I do not.
with that being said, Fat 420, March the 7th, you will be competing in
With that
Smoker
loser,
Mania.
because as you can see, Fat 420 Smoker Mania 2025 champ, right underneath my name.
Never.
See right there. Because I've learned from the best. I've learned from Willie. I've learned from Rob Van Dam. I've learned from Snoop Dogg. I've learned from Rhino. So see, I got the 4 top stoners in the world that I learned from. So I know how to beat that chump. And you're older, so my lungs are even better than yours.
I've been smoking
So I
weed.
can handle
I was
twice as
smoking
much.
weed. I was smoking weed while you were still in your daddy's ball sack. I've been smoking weed since you were in your daddy's ball sack. And I will take home this Toker weight championship. You will go down. And that is a promise.
Like I said last show, there's going to be 3 hits. Me taking a hit, you taking a hit, and then you hitting the ground. Because you can't hang.
No.
No.
Steve,
It will be 3 hits. Me taking a hit, you taking a hit, and you hitting the floor.
Oh, what a
Oh,
comeback.
yeah.
What a comeback. Can't come up with something original now, can you?
I'm not an original person. I like to steal things.
Yeah, we found that out too. Because you like to go back to a security building and put the numbers in, go in there and steal stuff, and then come back out and lock the door.
Steve, March 7th,
Yep.
you will be competing for the Toker weight championship of the world at Smoker Mania. What would you like to say to your opponent?
I will be winning. I will win this championship. And there is no way in hell that you are going to take this belt from me.
There's no such thing as hell, so that means I still win.
I will reign supreme.
Now, 420,
The only thing you're good at winning is using a poop knife.
420, I got to say this. Like, I talked to Rhino earlier this week. And he said that he's got doubts.
You bet. You bet.
He's got doubts as
Rhino's
to
my
whether
dog,
you
man.
can
Rhino
outsmoke
thinks,
Steve.
yeah, Rhino thinks, yeah, you got it, Steve.
Well, Rhino's been smoking too much lately, so he don't know any better.
Now, Rhino said if it was you versus Rhino 420, you're going down all the way.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I wouldn't even go against him because I knew I wouldn't win.
And Rhino said that he could take Steve in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. Rhino can take Steve in a heartbeat.
Oh, hell no.
But he's like, 420 versus Steve? Man, I don't know. I think 420 is going to go ahead and eat a big old bag of gooch blast.
I don't think so. Because you got to remember,
He even said he taught you.
I'm the everyday chronic weed champion. I even got the belt. See right there, the belt.
See, he even said he taught you, but you're still a Padawan when it comes to smoking weed.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
He said you are not Obi-Wan. You are not Obi-Wan Weed Nobi.
You see, again, I've learned from the best.
You're not Smoker Skywalker.
Yeah, I'm Darth Smoker.
You're not Darth Toker.
I'm Darth Toker. I'm Fat Ren.
Matter of fact, I think Rhino said that you were more like the Jar Jar Binks of weed smokers.
Well, that means Steve's the Jabba the Hutt of weed smoking.
Jojo Swaza, or whatever it is.
Steve, is one of those green rhino looking people on that were in Jabba the Hutt's castle.
So, yeah, we got a long list here. We got the next 3 years lined up, and it's looking good. So there you go, everybody. March the 7th, Smoker Mania. Make sure that you let me know when you're ready to make your donations. Who's going down?
The goober smoocher below me.
Steve, who's going down? Well, why are you pointing at me?
Why are you pointing at him? Why are you pointing at me? You're supposed to be pointing at yourself like this. See?
You see that?
My name
That
is
looks like
Steve.
Steve's saying that 420 is a loser.
My name is Shit Stain Steve. I have to use a poop knife to poop.
Loser.
I can't hang with stoners.
Shit.
You know I don't smoke weed anymore.
And yeah, that was another person. I even learned from Jimmy how to smoke weed. So
I'll tell you what, if I was still smoking weed, both y'all motherfuckers would go down.
You may be the boss, but you ain't gonna be the boss of smoking weed.
Or we could do a Coke rail challenge if I was still snorting Coke.
Well, you would win on that one. Long story short, I had a 6.5, 7 foot giant, beefy giant, mind you, not a skinny one, an actual.
Did he slip it in your poop chute?
No.
Oh.
He was, I was with him at a party and he's snorting lines and he goes, "Fat?" And he does a line. "If I ever see you do Coke," does a line, "I'm going to kick your ass," does another line. I'm like, that's good enough reason for me not to try it.
I'll tell you, one of these days I will tell you guys tonight that a friend of mine and I took off from Las Cruces, went to El Paso, hit the titty bars, about $800 in Coke, and God knows how much booze later, and we were driving back.
Save it for the book.
Wow.
Oh, it's going in the book. That night's going in the book.
Nice.
Especially since I had to call one of my friends to come pick me up the next morning out of the desert so I could go to work, and I'm laying in the middle of the desert in my underwear and nothing else.
That's bad.
Was it squirrel?
Yeah, it was Squirrel that came and got me. Whole way back, she's going, "Are you fucking serious?"
She's driving back.
Night.
She's driving back like this. You're there, like slumped in the passenger.
Oh, dude, she came.
She's like,
somehow I had my
are you
phone.
fucking serious?
Somehow I had my phone and I was wearing my boxers, and that was it. And I had my wallet.
How'd you manage to keep your boxers, your wallet, and your phone?
I
But
don't
you
know.
lose everything else.
I don't know. But she came and picked me up, drives me back to my place, and she's going, fucking really? I don't want to hear it. Where's your Coke at? I don't have any Coke. I meant the drink. No, you did not.
Right.
Squirrel is my best friend for a reason.
Huh.
Right. I get it. Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, this show has gone quick tonight.
It did. It seemed like it did.
Yeah, it did. 420, your final thoughts.
Final thought. Silly stain Steve, shit stain Steve, whatever. He's going down like the bitch
Did you
he
say
is.
silly string Steve?
Silly stain shit, whatever his name is. The goober smoocher below me. He's going down like the bitch he is. So be back 7th of next month. Hopefully you get to see the belt by then.
What do you mean, hopefully?
You got it?
It's on the way.
All right. There we go.
Fucker.
Don't forget to give your weed to out on 420 to Santa Smoker. He sent out a nice old blunt, a bunch of cookies and brownies for Santa Smoker on the 420. And we'll see you around.
Steve, your final thoughts.
March 7th, 8 o'clock. StreamYard, YouTube, Back 420. I'm sorry, but I'm going to take you down. It's going to be simple. It's going to be hot, smooth. It's going to be something you'll never forget. When the stain runs wild on your fat ass.
I'm losing weight, so I don't have a fat ass anymore.
Oh, okay. You're a skinny ass.
Well, at least I don't have a Rudy Poo candy ass like you.
That's true.
Oh my God. Would you like to promote anything, Steve?
Oh shit! Yeah. What is
I
it?
even remembered that.
Oh, don't forget, I'm on the Morning Disaster in the morning. Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster, morningdisaster.net. Oh, wait a minute. That tomorrow's a subscriber show. Hey, but become a subscriber. You get 7 days free. Go to morningdisaster.net and sign up. 7 days free. You can believe me. You want to be a subscriber. Oh, yeah. And then I'll be back. Oh, shit. Monday? Yeah, Monday. With Wake and Bake with Rhino. Oh, yeah. We'll be back. And don't forget, Royal Rumble is this Saturday night. Oh, yeah.
I already got my bets in.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back Sunday, won't we?
What you gonna do?
No, I sent my bets in to Ray already.
Oh, I know, but we'll be back Sunday, won't we?
Yes, we will be back Sunday.
Sunday. What, 2, 4?
2 o'clock.
Hey, who do we appreciate?
So Sunday, we will be back for Mayhem's Amigos at 2 o'clock. Hope everybody decides to tune in then. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This has been the Amigos After Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Southwest edition.
Southwest, North Midwest, Southwest.
I hope
Midwest.
everybody's had a great time tonight. I know I've enjoyed it.
It was
We have
good.
got a lot
We had
covered
good
coming
chats.
up on Sunday. I expect a great show then. Of course, that'll be our follow-up to the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
That'll be more build-up to Smoker Mania,
Oh.
among other things. So I am TJ. That's Fat 420. That is The Stain. This has been Mayhem's Amigos. We will see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Whoop, whoop. See you going down. See you